Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, cut it up for a Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short throw, he's got Kraft. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go with Irvin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
There's a wind up Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
Hey, check Mega.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Operating from the gun, Oliver. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Set, huh?
Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and
Here we
10.
go, set. Ready?
Looking to throw. Oliver. No return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. It is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A gain of 24 yards.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Slide through. Red 38. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with the field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's on his way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball away.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Oliver. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving who's starting to drive. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, McKinney. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
In motion right goes Reed. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. McKinney. And this is going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKinney. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Back to throw. Oliver. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Oliver. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. In motion right, that's Dell. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKinney working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed from 21 yards away. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after here coming up. And it's 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now 2nd and 5.
Cycle.
Back to throw. Oliver. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this is inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Flag blue. Set.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
52 blue. 6. Mega. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Oliver. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders set to
So
kick off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Bengals. And this is Xavier Worthy. They'll get it out to him left side.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Open man, that's too slow. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
Looking to throw. Oliver. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Watch out now.
6-yard line.
Clock. Ready.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be brought down here at the 30-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
Back to throw. Oliver looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 3. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, he had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just some. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Third and 1.
They'll try and run here with Irving. Pushes past him. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
And incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
60 red. Claws red. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Oliver. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
Ready?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw from 4 yards out. And the Lions have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw the first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McKinney. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second in the yard. A run up the middle with Irving. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good for the Packers. First down. A gain of 12.
Once again, it's Irving. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. McKinney able to find his man, Kraft. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Irving is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 52 Blue.
Operating from the gun. Oliver. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Blue striker. Ready?
Looking to throw. Oliver. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Going for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Right, white. Set, ready.
Back to throw. Oliver. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
The 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oliver. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 43. Set,
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Oliver. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got his man, Dell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. Looking to throw. McKinney. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they get him down the 9 before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Handoff running left, Irving. Shedding the tackler and gives him some room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 68 yards rushing forward the ball game now on 14 carries. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
First down, Green Bay.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The offense is moving a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, this is caught by Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to have the Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And out of bounds right around the 20. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. First and goal.
Back to throw. McKinney. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun.